Clank! Are you okay? You got knocked out there for a minute.
I am fine. Where are we?
Beats me. Ship must have run out of fuel while on autopilot. Well, come on, we need to find another ship and get back to Kerwan.
Alright. Those little dudes die in one hit, and yes, they are, they do try to go after you. I just killed them too quickly. So no, I'm...
You're a monster. They're coming right at us!
Street Sharks! I don't remember the song to that show. Yeah, those things take a long ass time to kill Combustor because Combustor sucks.
Ah! Whoa. It sucks slightly less.
It does suck slightly less, but it still sucks. It pretty much sucks all the way up to level 5 and then some.
Those things have some fucking teeth.
They do. I really like the character design in this game. I really like the character design in most games that are cartoony because they will age far better than realistic looking games.
You know what I like? That everything isn't brown. That's what I like. That's what I like.
Yes. This game's nice and colorful in an era where even today it's still persistent, where everything has to be brown because brown is real.
Yeah, no, I walked outside yesterday and everything was very brown.
I know.
The grass was brown, the sky was brown, and I was brown for some reason.
Okay, Ratchet actually has two modes. He has the little helicopter mode, and he also has a jetpack
The
mode.
hell?
Yes, those things are Leviathans. We'll be fighting them later. And by later, I mean very soon. But, yeah, Clank has two modes. He has jetpack mode, and he has helicopter mode. I'll let the thread decide which mode we want to put on, but I'll be showing off both throughout the first 6 videos. Personally, I like helicopter mode better because it's funnier looking. Okay, so on top of bolts, there are stuff called Raretanium. Raretanium will upgrade your weapons. You can go ahead and buy, like, increased damage or better range. Every weapon has a special thing that you can buy for it that requires a bunch of other upgrades for it. Generally, Raretanium is not as well found as bolts, so you'd think it would take priority, but you can actually buy weapon upgrades that allow you to find more Raretanium, so...
It's not really all that rare then.
Well,
it's only sort of hard to find Tanium.
Well, in the first game, for the PS2, there was only one piece of Raretanium, and that's why it was called Raretanium, and I don't think it's actually come back until this game, so... I could be mistaken, I haven't played the other games in a while.
Wall jumping,
yep,
a staple of platformers everywhere.
You can only wall jump in certain areas, but eh. And here's...
Tell that to Mario.
Yeah, they teach you how to long jump, how to high jump, how to glide. And here I am using helicopter mode. I love helicopter mode. I mean, jetpack mode's kind of cool too, but you notice how Clank is sort of all compacted right here? When you have jetpack mode on, he never gets rid of his wings, so... You can also throw your wrench, but it doesn't really have that good of a strategic value. If you're close enough to throw a wrench, you're close enough to throw a bomb at something.
I like that mentality. Why wrench when you can bomb? That's how we should fix cars.
You can't give me a glove that shoots grenades and not expect me to not use it.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. Like, if a game gives me melee weapons, I will use them more than I use the guns.
Melee weapon in
especially in Gears of War. I mean, they give me a goddamn chainsaw.
Yeah, you can't...
I played through Gears of War with just using the chainsaw. I don't use the guns. If I have Only if I absolutely have to shoot something. I mean, they've handed me a chainsaw and a gun. I'm going to pick the chainsaw because it's a chainsaw.
Okay, that box we had with the question mark on it, it gives us double bolts and raritanium for a short amount of time. Unfortunately, there was no raritanium around, so I couldn't get double
Because it's
raritanium.
rare. No, wait.
And here's where we fight the thing we saw earlier.
Are we supposed to be looking for a ship? It
Yeah.
seems like we're just trying to destroy the ecosystem of this planet.
That's what video games heroes do. Don't you know that? Wander around, destroy ecosystem, question mark, profit.
That was a bad joke. You're bad.
I know.
What the hell is going on with this thing?
It's a mini boss
This thing
fight.
evolved to shoot glowing bombs out of its ass.
Yeah, it has a couple attacks.
What kind of fucking social pressures exist that cause that to happen?
And the thing is, it's not just confined to this planet either.
Had to compete with the monsters that shot lasers out of its ass.
And when you kill it, you obtain its soul.
You have collected
Right.
a Leviathan soul. These are valuable in the Polaris galaxy.
Yeah, we'll be
and can
meeting a character
traded
very
for
Oh,
shortly.
the Soul Reaper.
Yeah, we'll be meeting a character very shortly who will actually buy souls from us. And they're worth quite a bit, but I hold on to this particular soul for a little while because you can get a better price for it later.
It's your first soul. You will keep it and you will name it George.
Or Chuck.
I like George. Hey, it's that guy. It's the guy from Jurassic Park. It's Robert Muldoon.
Okay, this is the shop. I'll be cutting this out for the most part. This is where you can upgrade your weapons and buy new weapons and buy ammo. Upgrades cost raritanium, weapons and ammo cost bolts. And I am buying the plasma beasts because they are some of the best bombs you will get in the game.
Infiltrated this star sector.
They are...
Oh, there's one of those explodey crates.
Yep, explodey crates.
Utilizing this threat to our security.
They start showing up here and they will never stop showing up ever.
Seems like just an inconvenience more than anything.
Yeah,
It actually kind of helps you when it destroys the crates for you.
yeah, I know. It's nice.
If you're
And also-
really lazy.
Also, there are...
Maybe that's why the explodey crates exist. They have a logical reason to exist in this game. All right.
There's also indestructible crates that they will typically put explodey crates around. The explodey crates are the only thing that can destroy indestructible crates. Not even, like, the best weapon in the game can destroy indestructible crates.
They actually invented a reason for exploding barrels.
Don't you lay this on me, you worthless sack of Kurt, you sweat. You were supposed to watch the jail gauge.
Ah, blame the parrot. Always blame the parrot. Is everything all right, sir? Ah, Imperial spies. Hide their bodies. Ah!
Oh, well, excuse my friend. We're just a couple of humble smugglers, unfairly hunted and persecuted wherever we go. Yep, seems the Imperials have shut down the planet's Gelatonium plant. They must be, looking for someone.
Well, we're kind of stranded ourselves. Our ship crashed back there and...
Ah, kill them now. Sell their kidneys.
Stranded, hmm? Well, I'll tell you what, pal, we're gonna make you a deal. You get the gel pumps working and we'll, procure a vessel for you. Here, you'll need this gelator.
Okay, we get a new gadget, but first we're gonna go over here, and I'm gonna show you a second shop.
I thought he was probably thinking like, hey, no, that way, no. I'm Robert Muldoon, that way.
Okay, so devices, they aren't necessarily offensive for the most part, but they do help. And one of the best ones is the Groovatron, which...
I love the Groovatron.
Yes. I'm gonna show off the Groovatron right now. I love it that much.
Can you make Robert Muldoon dance?
Yes, you can, but
Do it!
everything dances, including this little robot right here. Even though he's just wiggling his finger, that's a dance. Totally. can.
Make Robert Muldoon
I
dance.
think I forget.
You horrible person.
I know. I'm sorry. Even Ratchet will bob his head up and down to the music, so he's not completely immune from it.
Shut down on the order of
All the
Emperor
races in the
Palpatine.
galaxy all
You are trespassing
share
on
one
Imperial
common trait. They all like to get down and get funky.
Yes. Okay, so the gimmick here is gel. You can create little gel platforms, and they will bounce you up super high. You can gel them up to 3 times. The more you gel it up, the more that you'll be able to get height-wise.
I think I made a level in Little Big Planet 2 that basically did this.
Yeah, you did!
I never finished it, but I made a little prototype of it.
Okay, and these assholes, they will eat your gel squares, so you want to either hit them up or make them dance. I will make them dance a little later. Simply because I love the Groovatron, I will try and show off everything that dances. Because, funnily enough, nothing is immune to the Groovatron. Nothing. Not even the final boss.
Even the Leviathans?
Even the Leviathans. I'll actually even show that off a little bit later. The Leviathans dance.
How do they dance? They're big worms.
You'll see! You'll just have to wait and see.
Wait, they do the worm. Okay. We've solved that mystery.
Okay, here I show off the Plasma Beasts because the Plasma Beasts are completely awesome.
Is Mr. Zircon in this game, or is he only in the second one?
I think he's a device leader.
Possible.
He doesn't level up like in the next game, but he definitely shows up in this game as a device.
For those of you who are wondering, and I know you all are, Mr. Zircon does indeed dance.
He also sings. He has best songs, which when I inevitably LP the next game, you will hear. Because I use Mr. Zircon all the time.
You should.
Well, mainly because even in this game, when you're using Mr. Zircon, you can use another weapon. So there's no reason to not constantly have Mr. Zircon out, shooting things up, dealing extra damage.
Direct Imperial decree. Desist at once.
And here you can fuck up a little bit by making
Totally for.
by losing some crates. See, look! Oh! And
See, I was guessing that you were going to forget about that other exploding crate.
no,
Would've been
the
funny.
crate physics in this game are kind of wonky, which is where the thread gets the title from. But that is not going to be the only instance by far. And here they introduce a new platforming element. You had to
Platforming elephant?
yes, the platforming elephant.
Wow. Someone make this game.
Yeah, you have to use gel cubes in moving gel, and if you don't do it quick enough, the gel will fall over and you can't jump over.
Oh, my life is slightly emptier for not having platforming elephant. And it's slightly better now, and it's getting a little better all the time.
Yes. Yep, those guys, they wiggle their butts a little, which is the best dance. It's not the best dance, but eh.
Wait, it's the best dance, but it's not the best dance. What's wrong with you?
There are much better dances that we'll be seeing later. Leviathan actually has a pretty neat one, I think.
We've already discussed this. It's the worm.
Obsessive compulsive must collect every nut and bolt.
So, what company is making these crates that just explode when you get too close to them and shipping them all over the universe?
I'm pretty sure it's Gadgetron. Don't quote me on that, but I only say that because Gadgetron just makes everything.
I wonder what their accident rate is. We should send OSHA in after them too, after they're done with Planet Don't Give a Fuck.
Also, you get magnet boosts from the very beginning of the game, and you can walk up magnetic surfaces with them. They've been around since the first game. It's one of the few things that Ratchet has never gotten rid of. Another thing that I'm grateful for that they never got rid of is his infinite water-breathing mask. And we're gonna make these guys dance a little bit.
I want gravity boots in real life.
They really get into it too. Get up! Get up!
Well, if you were exposed to Groovatron, you too would get down and bunky.
It's impossible not to. Like I said, even Ratchet bobs his head up and down a little bit. Alright, and we're about to see something important. Right there, that's a gold bolt. There's only about 40 of them in the game. And excuse me while I buy more Grouptron.
You're excused.
The...
Talk to Robert Muldoon.
No! Not yet. We'll talk to him later. And there's one last type of shop in the game. It's an armor shop. Armors are usually expensive, but they add a lot of health to you, so they're worth buying. But as you'll see, I will covet this armor, and then crushingly realize I cannot afford it for a while.
The guys just live in those things, huh?
Yeah. And
this
is the path towards getting the gold bolt. You have to do a little bit of platforming in order to get it.
Platforming in a platform game.
I know. It's very simple platforming. Gold. I
screwed up anyway.
No, I didn't screw up. I faked myself out. I didn't think I was able to make it. Gold bolts used to be a lot more important in previous games because in New Game Plus, they would allow you to buy even better versions of your weapons. But as time goes on, they get less and less important. In this game, you just use them to buy silly skins. You can be a snowman.
I want to be a snowman.
I will buy the snowman. That will be the second skin I buy. The first skin I've already bought.
What's the first skin?
It's Ratchet, but he's wearing Groucho Marx glasses.
That's amazing.
Citizens of Cabalia, if you are approached by the renegade Lombax...
Wait, they're aliens. Why do they even know who Groucho Marx is?
Okay, it's not technically Groucho Marx. It's just a pair of glasses with, and a mustache, a fake mustache. It doesn't have the nose.
Ah. That's slightly less amazing.
Slightly less amazing.
But still amazing.
It is pretty hilarious.
Just gonna call it Zing.
They actually do have a, it does have an official name. Mustachio.
Now it's amazing. Oh, we get to talk to Robert Muldoon now, right?
No.
Oh.
See, the reason we don't talk to him is because he's the guy who buys our souls, our Leviathan souls, and there's 2 more to be had over here.
Yes. Robert Muldoon is amazing.
Although
everything is amazing.
The thing of the matter is, I actually don't.
Make it dance.
I think this is the one I make dance. I think it's either this one or oh, yep, there we go.
It's not the worm. No.
I'm sorry. And here I try and stupidly
not fathom my disappointment in odd glee.
Yeah, I'll try to explain what each weapon does, but there's really so many of them, and some of them are quite useless. So even if I don't explain them, I'll try and demo them.
So why is it we can take these souls, but not any others? Do they just have extra potent souls?
I guess. They never really explain it. They just sort of say, hey, big creatures have Leviathan souls. They're worth a lot of money.
Leviathans, now with extra soul.
Too bad soul is the crappiest music genre.
Not... No, it isn't. It currently belongs to modern country music.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay, I thought for sure he'd split you. And you were gonna meet Jonah in there.
Okay, so you may notice every time we hit something with the combustor, the fireball bounces off. You can actually, that bounce off can actually hurt another enemy if they're close enough.
So fireballs ricochet.
Yep.
Noted.
The plasma beasts, they will stay inactive until a enemy comes close to them, at which point they will jump up and Zerg rush them. And they deal a shit ton of damage, especially when you start upgrading them.
Okay, what are skill points?
Skill points are just, they're just special things you can do. either during the course of the entire game or during the course of one planet. I think they give you like unlockable concept art and such, as well as like cheat codes, like big head mode and stuff, but some of them are ridiculously hard to get, and I won't be going after them all. I will be going after all the gold bolts, though.
And now we're gonna talk to Robert Muldoon?
Yes, now we're going to go talk to him.
I'm happy.
As soon as I destroy those crates over there.
And that guy, apparently.
And this guy, too! They insulted my mother. And...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Friend, you're on Cabalia. It's the gel capital of the Polaris galaxy. Well, at least it was until Emperor Tachyon shut down the plant. The Runt? Well, he's something of a mystery. Come here. I heard he was hatched from an egg frozen somewhere in the verdigris sector like a cragmite sickle, you know? You ought to be careful around him. He's got himself a sore spot for lombaxes. Bolts in the bank, friend. Look here. There are creatures out there. Now, the ones of the larger variety carry in each of them a Leviathan soul. Now, I'll kill them. I'll collect them, and then sell them. And I'll tell you what. You find any souls, you be sure and bring them on back to me, you hear? I'll give you a fair price for them.
Yeah, see, you can sell your Leviathan souls here for 2,000 each, meaning we would get 6,000, but you'll buy them for like 8,000 each later, so I hold on to them. And these are how the loading screens work. You simply fly through somebody's colon.
Doctor Who pops up here in a second.